Dr. Cook here. I'm going to talk to you about coordinating instructions. All right, so first I want to start off with where are we in the op order. All right, we're in paragraph 3, execution. Coordinating instructions is one of the sub-paragraphs, goes right under that, along with our concept of operations and our task subordinate units. All right, so what is a coordinating instruction? All right, coordinating instruction is a single instruction that's going to apply to multiple subordinate units. All right, so we're coordinating between them, they're coordinating their action, either because we're telling them to do something together, or we're just telling everyone it applies to the whole platoon and they all need to know. All right, there's some examples here in the yellow box, right? So like, what is the order of movement is a coordinating instruction, right? Everybody needs to know what that whole thing is. Planned combat formations, right? Ignoring the entire movement, the entire platoon, I want the platoon in column with squad wedges, whatever. All right, tactical and fire control measures, how phase lines apply, how checkpoints apply. All right, your CCIRs, we'll get into that. Rules of engagement, that apply to everybody. Risk mitigation, time when the task order becomes effective. All right, fire support, airspace coordination, any other tasks that you need for the mission, all right, which could go all the way down to every squad needs to send one soldier to KP duty at 1800. All right, and every squad needs to send one soldier to draw ammo from the platoon sergeant at noon, whatever. All right, those kind of things are coordinating instructions because it's every squad or multiple squads. And we can put this as a comparison to the task to subordinate units. So we've got task subordinate units, we've got coordinating instructions. Your task subordinate units apply to one subordinate unit, just that squad, none of the others. Coordinating instructions apply to more than one, all right, multiple subordinate units. Your task subordinate units should start off with that essential task and purpose for the mission, and then give other key tasks and purposes. Your coordinating instructions will depend on what the mission needs, what you list out in there, right, to coordinate all of your units. Now, one of the big parts of your coordinating instructions is your information requirements. That starts off with Commander's Critical Information Requirements, CCIRs. Now, this is any information that's going to help you or the commander make a decision about the mission. So things you need to be a decision-making aid. That starts off first with friendly force information requirements, all right? Information about ourselves that we need to know, all right? So example would be if we lose more than an entire squad or a squad loses more than half of its people, we need to know that. Why? Well, because then I might change which squads have what tasks, or I might decide not to do the mission anymore or whatever. That's an important thing to know. All right. The other thing we have is priority intelligence information. All right. Again, this is something that helps us make a decision. It's a CCIR. But it's about the enemy, not about us, about the enemy. Things I want to know about the enemy. Where is the machine gun located on the objective? Because if it's on the right, I'm going to send the main effort on the left. If it's on the left, I'm going to send the main effort up the right. All right, things like that. The other piece of information we have is an EEFI, Essential Elements of Friendly Information. All right, this is not a CCIR. It's not about decision making. This is information about ourselves, about friendly, that we do not want the enemy to know. Essentially, it's the enemy CCIR, all right? Things that we want to protect so the enemy doesn't know about it, right? If we've got a special weapon attached to us, I don't want the enemy to know that. I don't want them to know that I've got extra javelins attached to me. I don't want them to know that I've got the 240s broken out into all the squads or whatever, who my decisive operation is. I don't want them to know that because I don't want them to be able to plan for it, all right? EEFIs, things I want to protect and keep the enemy from knowing. I've got just a couple examples here, so you can look through these, right? So under coordinating instructions, I start out with my commander's critical intelligence requirements, things that are going to help make decisions. Priority intel requirements, decisions where I need to know information about the enemy, right? Like location of their supply nodes, location of their mortars, where their crew served weapons, capabilities they have in the AO. And then I've got my friendly force intelligence requirements, things about us that I need to know to make a decision. Like if I lose a C2 element at the platoon leader or up, if a rifle squad is no longer effective, fratricide happens, when all the elements across a certain phase line. Right, and then I list out under my coordinating instructions essential elements of friendly information, EEFI. All right, where is the location of our company C2? I don't want the enemy putting mortars on my TOC. I don't want them to know where it is. All right, identification of the decisive operation. All right, I don't want them to know where the main effort is because then they could react to that. All right, this is the page from the battle book. you can see we've already filled it out with your CCIRs, your PIRs, FFIRs, EEFI, so you can fill in those blanks. And then there's some examples. You can have other coordinating instructions, right? Those things everybody in the platoon needs to know, like what MOT level are we conducting this mission at? What is the focus of PCIs, PCCs, all right? What is the focus for the rehearsal? We're not just say we're going to rehearse. We're going to focus on a certain task that's critical to the mission or something we haven't done in a while. And then other priority of work information we want everyone to know. So it's just guidance. You can put other coordinating instructions if you need to. All right, so that's some information about coordinating instructions. We have another video for timeline, which is also a coordinating instruction, but it gets its own video. All right, have a great day.